Hey, it's Rebecca Smith from the KBIA newsroom in Columbia, and it's time for Missouri Health Talks, a project where we listen in on Missourians' conversations about access to health care. This week we hear from Mary Beth Miller with the Health Intervention and Treatment, or HIT, Research Lab. They spoke about their research that looks into the relationship between alcohol and sleep. Here's Mary Beth.
My research focuses primarily on addiction and ways that we can prevent and treat addiction most efficiently in high-risk populations. And one of those ways that I've thought about and have been testing recently is by treating sleep problems. There is data that in young adults, like younger, healthy adults, drinking heavily before bedtime is going to negatively impact your sleep that evening. You might fall asleep a little quicker than normal. But in the middle of the evening, usually your sleep will be more disrupted. So you'll fall asleep a little faster maybe, but then in the middle of the night, as alcohol is leaving your system, it becomes a stimulant. And so it tends to wake you up at 3 or 4 a.m., I guess, whenever, I guess it depends how much you drank also. But if you drank like a 4 to 5, 6 drinks at a relatively leisurely pace, then maybe it would wake you up at 2 or 3 a.m. is what we tend to see happen. This depends a little bit, though, on whether or not you were sleep deprived in the first place. So individuals with alcohol use disorders and individuals with insomnia tend to be semi-sleep deprived to begin with, where they have lower baseline rates of slow wave sleep. For those individuals, alcohol there's stronger evidence indicating that it does help them fall asleep, and they might actually sleep better for several nights. But again, it's probably going to disrupt your sleep, not as intensely as it does in a healthy adult, but it'll disrupt your sleep later. And then the other thing is, for these people, they're going to develop a tolerance to those sedating effects of alcohol pretty quickly. So data suggests in 5 or 6 days. By day 6, if you've drank every day, then by day 6, it's not going to help you anymore. Part of the reason we're doing the research is that most behavioral sleep psychologists would say that you need to get your drinking under control before sleep treatment will be effective for you. And the data I have thus far says maybe not, and that sleep treatment can still be effective for you. So I think the other thing, though, is we do have pretty strong data now that if you can reduce your drinking, it will probably help your sleep also. That's not exactly what I'm testing here, but a lot of people don't believe that or don't know that. And so I guess part of what I would say is to challenge yourself a little bit and see if that is the case for you. If you can cut back on your drinking for a week or two and see if that helps your sleep in a noticeable way, that it might be worthwhile. But then even if it doesn't, and you can't or don't want to stop drinking, if you have a sleep problem, there are behavioral treatments for sleep disorders out there that should still be, I would think, would be effective for you.
That was Mary Beth Miller with the Health Intervention and Treatment, or HIT, Research Lab, speaking about the impacts that alcohol has on our sleep health. That's it for this week's Missouri Health Talks, which was reported and produced by Abigail Ruman. Tune in next week for more conversations from throughout the state about health and access. I'm Rebecca Smith. Thanks for listening.